Quanto, guys. What's happening? So, I just went around in the daylight and got the rest of the stuff that needed to be hit again with sealant. Alexa, pause. Sorry about that music. I shut it down. I didn't realize. TikTok allows music. I don't know why YouTube won't. How's it going? We're gonna get this job done. Stuff's all jacked up. All right. Good morning. Afternoon, yeah. Oh, shoot. Take these pads off. I don't need these on. Ah. Remember to work hard in life. Gotta work hard in life. If you're not working hard, you're not getting anywhere. Unless you've already gotten there, that's good enough. If you got goals, you gotta get them. No one's gonna do it for you. Unless you got someone that'll do it for you. And that's great. Oh, I wish I had someone that'll do it for me, I tell you. Oh, shit. No, I enjoy this stuff. I really do. No, I'm burning it down. Okay, I gotta grab some more paint. Ugh. couple of these up. Oh, they're full. Gotta have the Red Bull. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 gallons there. 2, 4, 6, 7 gallons here. Those are separate gallons. And then just making sure that's everything. So that's my last 5 gallon. And then I have 8. I have 8 separate, no, 15. I have 15 singles. Which sucks, but they're all mixed up, so that's good. This one's not mixed. Whoa. Yeah, I got 2 partials here. And I got this full one, so what I'll do, I'll open this up, mix it really well, and then I'll empty those 2 into this when it gets about half full. You know, when I use most of it. And then from there, we have 15 singles that we'll just keep dumping into this bucket. Alright, so you can see how this is yellow. We already went through this on my last video here, but I'll show you again. See how yellow that top is? All that is the polyacrylic or polyurethane that they have, but it's not a real polyurethane, it's a hybrid. And then from right here, about 80, 90, well, it's like 15% poly, so 85% down to about 20%. You've got it's an alkyd, so it's not an oil, it's not a water. I believe it is water, but it's a hybrid paint, so it's mixed with a bunch of talc powder, just like lime dust or lye. Anyway. Just like gypsum on the concrete, really white powdery substance. And then on the bottom, I'd say the bottom 10, 15% is a bunch of binding polymers. And those are the thick gluing binding agents. So we got to mix all that up and make every part touch every part. It's really, it takes a long time. You'll know when you're done when everything starts to look really glossy, and then once it starts to look really glossy, then you go the same amount of time that it took to get to gloss. So that's showing that it's starting to mix well, and then so you're going to double that time. At first it'll be sort of chunky and not so glossy, but after a while you'll start to see that gloss shine, and that's the satin. It's a satin base. Well, it's more like a matte. It's kind of, I don't know, it's got a lot of poly in there. Basically, it looks like a satin when it's all finished. Okay, here we are. straight in. Okay. Basically, there we go. So now I got to come up and get all the stuff off the sidewalls, but I don't want to scrape against the plastic too hard. I'm even hovering off the bottom so I don't scrape them plastic pieces up and mix it into my paint. That's why this stuff is usually just mixed really heavy. They put it in a thing and it shakes it, the whole bucket closed. But I don't have that, and I ain't going to. It would take me over an hour just to do that. So I used to live a stone's throw away from Sherwin. It was right across the street from me, but don't live that close anymore. Whoa! Made a little messy poo, didn't you? Where in the hell? What the? Telling you. I don't know what I did with my paintbrush. I got all kinds of them. All kinds of them, but I... Now I found it. I just had to go, you know, showing off. Just had to show off, didn't I? So this is what I use. 3-inch Pro Extra Purdy. And I use the paintbrush cover. And a lot of them. I got probably 30 of these. What a fucking mess. Okay. I'll go ahead and get new prime water today, just to keep it clean. I get us some new buckets of water. My other prime bucket I really don't need. We'll marry these two and then wash them out. We'll put both these partials right into this one. Once this one is about half full. Remember, we got a whole about 1/3 of a gallon in the bucket already too. Alright. So we got about those are about 1/3 of a gallon in each of those partial 5-gallon buckets. Full 5 gallons, got about 1/3 of a gallon to a half a gallon in the 100-foot hose, pump, straw, all that. This bucket here is just to hold up this big gummy drill. I don't think I'll need the drill anymore, but I'll keep it out. One more, yeah, because when I marry, I may want to mix. I may want to mix those once I'm all married in. I do recommend this hose, by the way. Don't buy the knockoff, get the actual brand. It comes in a hexagonal box, like a plastic box. I'll tell you, dude, these things, it comes with a valve. It comes with another valve on the other side. It does not get kinked and it won't get knotted. It's the coolest thing ever. All right, here we go. We're good there. Bring this cover and cap back. soak that in the water, keep that live. Just keep that hanging out with us here. I think it's time to turn this puppy on. Make sure the primer's not on. I have good suction, so we're just going to turn her on. And instead of priming into my junk bucket, I'm going to prime my paint right back into the paint bucket. There's no sense to waste it. There's no water in the line. So, here we go. See the thing jiggling? That means that it's squirting at 2600 psi, okay? And I let into that primer real easy, almost like a clutch in a car. And I made sure that that end of that hose was buried, because that will just spray everywhere. 2600 psi coming out of a 3/8 hose, which has like a 1/8 hole in it. Maybe it's a 3/8, but anyway, don't matter. We're primed there. My applicator is in here. I think we're ready to go. I think I got everything. I got the door open. That's going to help the air move in and out. Even though it's wet outside, we just need to pull the moisture off the wet paint so that the binding polymers and the polyacrylics can just move that air and move it out to the other stuff. Basically, let the paint do the work. That's what the paint is designed for. I swear, your attention span is horrible. Hey, Sebi. Cobra. How's it going? Remember, if you guys haven't liked or subscribed, please do. You're going to follow me. I'm almost done with this apartment. We're going to be doing some installs next. So, and then once we're done with the installs, we clean up and we're out of here. Out for good. So remember that. We're not stuck in this one apartment. It's been a year doing this. But just hit the like, hit the subscribe. It really will help our channel. I really would love to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. It'd make my whole year. I'm on track to getting to 1,000, but I really need your help. So I appreciate it. And let's get it done. So the first things first, remember we're just spot priming again. So I'm just going around hitting the things that need to be caught up. Bare wood, places where there was mud added, places where there was caulking added. You know, we're painting everything the same, but the thing is, all the walls, most of the trim, except for the doors, well, no, not, just basically all the walls and all the ceilings have already been sprayed. So we gotta remember, I gotta catch a lot of things up to when I sealed off the drywall after I did the drywall there. Okay. Just pull these fans out over here. Okay. Just going around making sure I got everything off the floor. I don't want things in the way. Ugh. And I really should go around with a leaf blower real quick. and just get the most of the dust out of here. So I have both doors open. I got the front door open and the back door open. That's going to allow moisture to convect. And with these fans blowing, it's going to dry everything up best. But right now, I'm noticing I got a lot of dust just from trekking in. Doing good, DJ. Yeah, man. Look at that. Everything's white now. The doors, look at the doors. Look how nice those look now compared. It's crazy. I wish you guys could see this. Remember to share, like, and subscribe, guys. All right, I'm gonna go through the leaf. Yeah, there's just too much. I'm seeing way too much like this. Holy crap. Yeah, I need a vacuum. Holy moly. This is just from feet trafficking dirt in. Remember to like and subscribe, please, if you haven't already. It'd be a huge help. Thank you. Oh, we're getting there. So basically, every bit of dust that I get up now is not going to end up on my wall. And that's the most important thing. Okay. Now, I got to tape a few areas. Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, I got a vacuum for sure. That sucks. But we need a vacuum, 100%. Oh, I just had to fix, wow, and it's everywhere. I'd rather fix it now than screw it up later. Pulling my muscles. Keep pulling my back muscles. It doesn't help that my backbones are broken. Bones are broke, my muscles are getting yanked right out of socket, so yee-hee, woohoo, so fine. I really think I should go around with a vacuum because it's just, I don't know, I'm spraying down, so it should be spraying away. Let me just blow this out one more time. That should be good enough. Gotta put the tape and the blower away. Grab that applicator. I got a kink in that damn hose. False alarm. My paint sprayer got laid on top. Okay, that should be plenty to walk around the room. Oh yeah, we got enough. So this is not an aerial yet. Maybe I should just do an aerial. What do you guys think? Should I do a whole full aerial now that I got one coat on? Like all this stuff is all one coated. Or should I do... So right now at this moment I have about 22 coats, 22 gallons. This house is 35 by 20, so that's like 700, 800 square foot house. I guess I could. Well, how's this? It took 1 gallon, took one 5-gallon bucket to coat, and then I'll have 3 after that. So I could do this one again with probably less than a gallon because it's the second coat, or less than a 5-gallon. So pretty sure it takes 3 5-gallon buckets to coat everything here. So what I'll do, I'll go around and I'll coat all the spot. I'll do another spot paint. If I gotta buy more, I can always buy more. I just gotta go, I gotta stay light. I gotta go really light with it. Let's check this tip. Tip's looking good. Let's go check the spray pattern real quick. Look at that, no tails. No tails. Yeah, there was a light tail there. I'm gonna go turn it up just a little bit. Let's do this. Dang, homie. Let's get this. Sorry, the charger fell. Okay, you're in. Here we go. Spot paint, and I glue, yeah. One second. This product attracts fruit flies. Paint. Paint and sealant. Much better. Getting the dust off, plus it's filling in these small cracks. They look like crap, so when you fill them in, they look way better. You don't want to see any black gaps or cracks. It makes it look unfinished. Argue that this whole thing is unfinished, but it's what I have to work with. I boxed out the kitchen so the kitchen looked better, but I'm not going to be boxing all this out. No way. It looks great once you paint it, but it's got to be sealed up and sprayed down good. This is just bothering the hell out of me. I don't mind the wing nut, but that other long thing is just too much. Opened up a can of worms there, didn't I? right off, whatever. Alright. That was a trip. I'm thinking about at least 3. I got 20 more gallons. I've already put a coat on all the spot prime. Well, yeah, spot prime, spot paint. Spot paint. Yeah, so basically, I'm gonna do one more spot paint. And then once I'm done with that, I'll do a full uniform coat on everything. But I can show you, like, you see how that's got kind of a brown hue to it? All that trim? That's because that was pine. Obviously, everyone who subscribed knows that it was pine, or it is pine, but it was unprimed pine. So now I need to go one more coat, I think. I should be good. So I'll move this out of the way. I got just enough hose to reach everywhere. hose painted down there. There we go. Alright. So this is the thing though. I've sealed a lot of areas between last night after I painted. I went live then. But also the night before. I'm sorry. Holy crap. This morning. There we go. I'm just going to hit everything that needs it real quick, just to catch it up to what this stuff looks like. I gotta get gloves on. That's right. Yeah, I can't be smoking in here. These are XL too. Barely get the damn things on. Gosh. All right, I just drank 2 bottles of water. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to spray. Yep. I like the, what are they? Come on. The dark blue gloves. Why don't, Keen, no. I forget the name, but they're really good gloves. All right. Should I start new lives? Usually when I start a new live, it broadcasts to more people. Because I'm ready to spray this whole place now. What do you think? All right. I'll start a new live, guys. Make sure if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe, please. And follow me, follow me, follow me.